My name is Yesuf Subair. Ọmọ Agbèjàfọ́lẹ̀. Oh, now we're going to start something where this sitting right now is strictly Africa. So everything we're going to do here is going to be what? Africa, right? Yeah, I'm saying my name again. Yusuf Subair. But there is one name that everyone is going to say with me, and that is the real African and traditional name. It is Ọmọ Agbèjàfọ́lẹ̀. Let's say it together. Ọmọ.
Omo.
Ọmọ
Omo.
Agbèjàfọ́lẹ̀.
Fole.
Agbèjàfọ́lẹ̀. And I would like to know the meaning. It means the one who speak for the weak, the one who help the helpless, the one who fend for the poor. This is my family name. This is a compound name. This is what we do in my family. We stand for the poor. We speak for the weak. And I think this is one of the critical reasons why I'm in the Netherlands. This has brought my family into a lot of troubles and tribulations, challenges. We don't want to see one cry. We stand for them. I am from Africa, Nigerian to be precise. It doesn't have meaning when I say I'm from Africa. That is a physical boundary. But I want to take off the boundary off my head. I'm a Nigerian. I'm an African. So let's imagine Africa is just a country and not a continent. I have to tell you that I just want to tell you that 99.9% of the impression you have about Africa is not true. Our values have been compromised by the social media influencers and the international media propagandists. This event is a realistic and a very, very honest event. We want to paint the real image of Africa. We don't want to deceive anybody. We want to be strict and direct. We want to be honest. It is a privilege for me to be in front of my Dutch family today. I'm so very, very happy seeing you here. This is the only place you can get the organic and the real fact about Africa, because you cannot read about Africa. The only thing that got me angry most times is when somebody is telling me stories about Africa, especially when this person is non-African person. I don't care what you have, if you have PhD, if you're a lecturer, a professor in a university, I don't care. You cannot tell me about Africa. I do not read about Africa. I am an African. You can tell me about Africa. But there is one thing I cannot defend about Africa. I'm ashamed. Everything about Africa is so precious, beautiful. We are very, very cultured, respectful, and we are always guided by rules as it has been implemented by our ancestors. Wherever I found myself, anywhere in the world, I cannot trade the culture of Africa for anything. That's why I want my look to speak for me before I speak for myself. What do you think about my outfit? Is it nice? I'm going to stand up, you see. This is a real African outfit. You see, this is handmade. It's not made by machines. Africans are not fools. We are creative. Can someone volunteer? I have a question. It's a simple question. One from this side and one from this side. Shall I pick you? Yes, please. Okay. Shall I pick the mister? Me? Yes, sir. Okay. This is the question. If you hear Africa or Africans, what comes into your mind? This man is an African. What comes into your head?
Red, the soil.
Okay. Okay, the soil, red
The
soil.
red soil.
Okay, then. He's rich, stupid. I'm giving you a tip now.
You mean the stereotypes?
Yeah. Illiterate, arrogant, dirty,
Happy?
Happy man.
That's a stereotype too, right?
Nice. Okay. Mister, when an African man stand in your front and comes to you and ask you, hello, I want something from you. What comes into your head that you're seeing this black man, this African man? What comes into your head?
Africa doesn't mean so much for me. The only thing is I know it's hot,
Okay.
mostly, and most people are black. For that, it's so diverse that I cannot say anything about the most African. Therefore, the differences between the countries are too big.
Okay.
Completely different if you come from Ethiopia or from South Africa. There is no bigger difference than that. So I want to know from where in Africa are you?
I'm a Nigerian, for
Oh,
instance.
is you who stand for me?
Yes.
And you are a Nigerian?
Yes.
Okay. Well, what I would say, Nigeria is a big country. You feel that some of the people, they are very self-supporting and independent, and they know what they want. And I take care for someone from him because he is quite a strong person.
Thank you. It's unfortunate that when so many people think about Africa or the Africans, they think about poverty, they think about valueless people, they think about senseless, they think about stupidity. That's what I have found. I've been to places, I've been to countries. Even at a point when you walk up to some people and you want to ask them the roads to somewhere, they're going to keep distance. Who is this man or black guy? Hey, this is my color. I shower every day. I'm not dirty. Now you cannot blame the people because this is the mindset the social media and the international broadcasting television has painted into the mind of the Western people. And this is streamlining to the offspring today. Where people think these people are not the set of people they want to. Yeah, we have our values, and there are so many prominent people. But there is something I can never defend about Africa. I must be realistic with you. Did you know it? It is bad governance and corruption. I must be realistic with you. Every other thing about Africa is precious because when we are in an event like this, we must be realistic and we must let the people see the real image. But we are awesome people to be with. We are one of the happiest people you could find on the planet. Even for the fact that we are being ruled by selfish leaders. We suffer brutality in Africa, bad governance. I cannot defend this, I'm sorry. Corruption. No human rights. No value for human. Even at that fact, we try our best to keep ourselves happy with our precious cultures and traditions. Too many cultures, too many beautiful traditions. We party all the time to make ourselves happy. It is always good to be in events like this, so you're going to have the real mindset about what Africa is. We have prominent people, and one of the great things Africa has produced. Are you surprised? I'm going to tell you why. If I want to put my profile somewhere, I know I'm going to be rated somewhere that I'm one of the greatest things Africa has ever produced. Do you know why? We are not ignorant. We are educated. We know what we are doing. But our values has been compromised by the media. They only show to you on the image where you have the Ebola, the coronavirus outbreak in Africa. What happens to showing things like that man who owned 3 airports in the United Kingdom? They were not going to show you that. What happened to those people in doing great things in Africa, in the Western world? In a family of 5, we have the eldest one, right? And we have the next, and we have the next. In Africa, the eldest ones can never be addressed by his or her name. Nigeria precisely. Like for example, the younger one is going to call the elder one James. No. there's going to be a prefix, Brother James. That is respect. That is Africa for you. I'm not just going to walk to you and say Mary. No, who does that? Culture. We are very, very cultured. I'm not going to come to you and just stretch my hand. I want to greet you. Hey, you're an old lady. Respect. That is Africa. Hello, man. I don't just come to you and say Mary. Who does that? This is African culture. There must be difference between the younger ones and the elders. One of the greatest visitors and one of the greatest things we value in Africa after the creator, after the God that created us, is our parents. How is it here in the Netherlands or in the Western world? Parents. This old lady has nurtured his child from birth. 9 months unpleasant pregnancy, discomforts, and now she's old. Where are the children? They must care for her. They must give her something to eat. They must clean where she lives. That is Africa. And whenever you visit there, you don't go there with your sandwich. If you want to visit them tomorrow, they have to start cooking from today. That is Africa. Every home in Africa, we do not have a key. It's always open for everyone to visit. You can come in anytime, you can request food and you eat and you're okay. No principle, you can call anyone anytime, you can visit anytime. This is Africa. We live with people with endless love. We don't suspect you until you betray us. But when we go to the Western world, we have problems to integrate because it is hard for people here to trust. Why? An African man, immediately they find it, they want to be friends with you, and you started doing business, doing things together. You're going to fuck yourself up. African is not going to fuck you up. You're going to betray yourself, and that day is when it's, oh, you're not a good person. Even if you take 2 years to stop, oh, why are you going to take 2 years to trust a friend? Is that guy is not a degree course. Why are you going to take 2 years to... Even if you live with a fraudulent man, in 10 years, you cannot know he want to grip you. This is where you have to apply your psychological gifts. In just few days, you should know who you're dealing with. Change is constant. Even if that man is going to hit you, if he's your friend for 5 years, it could change and be the wrong person ever. Africa. We have a tradition, we have a greeting culture also. If you want to greet, you do, like for example in Nigeria, if you want to greet the elders, when I walk close to you, I have to make like this. Good morning. You do not come in front of this old lady and say, good morning. Are you joking? The other man sitting there is gonna, are you crazy? Straight. And you do not come in front of this old lady and make like this. Are you joking? Respect. That is Africa. Eating. In Africa, if I'm eating, for instance, anyone could just come in like he's coming from the central station. He's so tired and I'm eating. He could just come off his shirt and just join me without permission. African. We are loving people. To the extent, like when you travel to Nigeria, when you get to the Nigerian airports, this has brought a lot of problem among the citizens. The immigration, they're going to attend to the foreigners first. You know why? They're going to tell you, hey, those are visitors. You must care for them first. If you have a problem with a foreigner on the streets and the police come into the scene, they're going to take you. Are you crazy? That is a visitor. Then, when they address the case, they found that that man is at fault. Then, they're going to say, oh. But they're going to fault you first. Like, for instance, when you walk in the Nigerian street as a white person, all the kids, they're going to walk after you and sing like, Oyibo, they will love you. Guess what? There was a time I was in Egypt. Africa, of course, right? Okay. Then I was walking on the street. There was this little kid, moving with his dad. And suddenly you start tapping his dad like, Dad, look at these people. Are these people also human? Okay, let's cut him. Did he have blood? This is the mindset. And many times I have got a question like, is there a car in Nigeria? This is a mindset we have to change. I urge you, if you want to go on your holiday, please go to holiday in Africa. Why would you go from the Netherlands to the Belgium? You say you're going on holiday. I think that's a waste of money, please. Your next holiday, we all going to Africa together. I'm going to take you all to Africa. What do you think?
Why not?
What I'm trying to drive at is that no culture is perfect. There are so many things I have learned in the Dutch culture that I admired a lot. Then, when I found out these things has faults in the culture of Africa, then I switch. I try to borrow some culture in the Dutch culture. I replace it with this because I see this is bad. There is also a bad culture, of course. It doesn't matter where, China, India, anyway. When you find a precious or beautiful culture from another tribe or country, please borrow it and let it be valuable. So this world is going to be a pleasant place for us to live. We have to understand what they call individual differences, national differences, and cross-border differences. The moment you step out of your country and you step into another man's country, you should understand different reaction, approach, greeting, dressing. Don't let it be strange, and that makes you a professional. The moment you see things and you expect it to be the way you've seen it in your country, you failed. If you understand all these individual differences, then that can create love. There is something I value that is very, very precious and valuable to me that I found in the Netherlands. I can walk up to you and say, please, I'm a cameraman, but I've been doing project, but unfortunately I have problem I don't have a camera. If I put that on the media, in 2 days, I'm going to get 20 cameras. Man, it is precious. I respect you, the Dutch people. You do donations without boundaries. This is a problem in Africa, though, I must confess. You understand? Then I took this upon myself, that if I find anyone that is lacking doing a project and you're lacking a book or whatever, this is a good thing I've learned from the Dutch. And it works for me. I borrowed it. I steal it. Let's borrow. Parents, how do you care for your parents? How long have you seen your parents? How often do you call your parents if you don't live with them? No parents of this age live alone in Africa. It's a taboo. It will never happen. This woman doesn't go to the grocery, doesn't go to the supermarket. She doesn't sweep. Never. Never, I say. Africa. Brutality everywhere. No free press. But the energy we have is our culture, our tradition. Wherever we are, this is the only thing that is left with in Africa. Our culture is so very, very precious. We cannot trade it. Check out whichever of it that is beneficial to you. Pick it and utilize it. Apply it in your everyday life. As we are also doing. We live here, we have learned a lot here, and we are applying it. And sometimes we call our family back on, hey, don't do this like this again. I found something in the Netherlands. Do it like this. It's okay like that. And it's really working. Somebody taught me something yesterday. He said, hey, put your name in your wallet, write somebody's phone number. Because when you have problem, when you have accidents, they can call. This is precious. I call my people. I tell them I have an idea. Also, Africa, we do not keep time. This is a problem. Please, if you are dealing with Africa and you said this is a realistic event. This is a realistic event. Then I borrowed this from the Dutch culture also. That it is responsible for you to keep time, and it is rude when you keep somebody waiting. Am I right? The Dutch, they don't like that. But I have been addicted to missing appointments. When it is 5, then I'm gonna get there at 5:30. When it is 6, I'm gonna get there at 7. Then at the point I started having problem with people. Like when I get there, they said after half hour, they said you cannot see the doctor again. I said, what? But I'm here. They said, no, it doesn't work like that. Then at the point I said, okay, this is not Nigeria. These people are different. This is good. Then now when I have an appointment with you and you're playing with my time, I got hungry. This is a very, very precious thing. I like it. So I hope you can bring friends and family to events like this to see the real image of Africa, the beauty of Africa, the prominence of Africa. So we're going to have relationship without fear. We're going to have trust without boundaries. And we're going to connect with people so easily. When you find people, for example, on the metro, it's going to be like this. People are programmed. You don't want to talk to this person. When you jump into the metro in Africa, then this man, he was looking at his, maybe he's looking at his telephone and reading the news. He said, oh, so the prime minister is in Ghana now. Then this guy, they never knew this is just a passenger on the metro. Which prime minister are you talking about? Oh, the Ghana prime minister. Yeah, he's in Ghana. And this man is going to connect subscribe to the discussion and this and this. And before you know it, everybody's discussing. And at a point, it becomes where they exchange number and friends. I've tried to make friends in the Netherlands. It's difficult. Yeah. I met a guy in the park. I was reading, and he was also sitting behind me. Then after everything, I said, hey, guy, what are you reading? He said, oh, then we read together for 2 hours. Then I want to leave. I said, hey, guy, can I have your number? I like doing things with you. You're a very brilliant guy. He said, no, we're going to meet again. I said, how? We can meet here. I don't live here. How can we meet here again? Give me your contact. He said, oh, but I don't know you. Africa is precious. Africa is a place to be. Our culture is a thing to borrow from because we have a lot of beautiful and precious things you can apply in your everyday life, your family, respect, decorum, and to how to take responsibility on your siblings, and integration, making friends. If you do not integrate, if you do not make friends, if you do not associate with people, then you're going to suffer depression and anxiety. No man succeeds alone. I look up to that day that I'm going to put everybody here on the plane. Then we go to Nigeria for holiday. Thank you very much.